You're working hard, the business is bringing in income, but somehow at the end of the month, there's nothing left. You're not overspending, you're not even being careless. So, where's the money going? You're not alone and you're not failing. So, let's talk. Let's talk about what's really going on and how to start fixing it. So, welcome to Money Moves for Women in Business. This is our new series, and I'm Jackie Stewart, and I help women over 40 take back control of their money with calm, clear strategies that actually work in real life. So, today I want to unpack the problem that I see all the time. These are some of the things that I hear. I'm making money, but I still feel broke, or I have nothing to show for it at the end of the month. So let's break that cycle today. Here's the truth. Making money is not the same as managing it. Yeah? People make money all of the time. And how much of it do they really keep? It's because income is not just dependent on, or income doesn't automatically create wealth. It's not a magic thing. Just because you have income, you start creating wealth. And this is something I have first-hand knowledge and experience in, right? There are those people that earn a lot of money, but they owe more than their annual earnings. Yes, I've seen it myself. And if that's you, there's no shame. You have just lost control, or life be lifing, right? As we know it does. But you also might run the type of business where income is seasonal. So money tends to come in waves, right? So you could have a big invoice that you send out where you get money as a lump sum, and then you have a quiet week or a quiet month or a quiet couple of months. But all your bills, all your clients, all your expenses, everything is not lining up, right? It's not as simple as, some businesses, it is easier. You send out an invoice, the money comes in, you've got the same amount of money coming in every single month at the same time. And so it's much easier to manage. But for a lot of people, it doesn't line up. When you have to pay out and with what comes in, when your clients pay you, all of that is not necessarily aligned. So what happens is it starts to feel really chaotic, even though you could be earning lots of money. Add in your personal expenses as well, right? And your family needs when you need to pay your mortgage, your rent, whatever, right? It can be so inconsistent. So suddenly you're doing okay on paper. And I've shown this to people so many times. We've looked at their numbers, we've looked at the data, and they should be doing really, really well. But that's not the issue, right? They're drowning in real life. I've had so many clients experience this over the years. So what do you do, especially if your money does come in lump sums? And the tendency is that you want to spend it all immediately, right? With no thought of when the next income is coming in. It doesn't work like that. You have to be putting away to cover those expenses that you know are going to be coming out within the next few months, especially if you're not expecting anything to come in for a little while. So in order to be able to manage that, in order to be able to control that, it's so important that you put special strategies into place, right? You've got to have a plan. So it's not that you're doing anything wrong. You just don't have a money flow plan yet. And you know I talk about a money flow plan. It's not a strict budget. It's just a simple way of telling your income what to do before it disappears. And here's what's often missing, right? Clear separation of those business and personal money. It's too confusing when everything gets mixed up together. Plus, how are you actually going to know whether your business is even making any profit or not? Or how are you going to know how much wages you can afford to take this particular month? Or how much it costs to produce what you sell? It's very simple to separate your business expenses from your personal ones so that you can keep track on what's happening in your business. And I find that with a lot of sole traders that they don't necessarily do that. But it's so easy to just set up two different bank accounts, one for your business, one for your personal. And whenever you want to take wages, although I know we refer to it as drawings, but whenever you want to take money out of your business, you just transfer it from one account to the other. It's not hard, right? Do you know what else is missing though? A simple system to hold back your tax money, to hold back for those expenses that you have to pay, and for paying yourself. Again, it doesn't have to be complicated, but it does need your attention. And you can set up a system that works for you. Now for a big one. Regular money check-ins. Why is it that we don't like to do that, right? Not just reacting when there is a crisis. Oh my gosh, I'm looking at my business bank account and I can't pay myself a wage this month because there's nothing there. No. Now, I know it might feel daunting for some of you, right? And sometimes it's the stories that you tell yourself as well. It's like, I'm not good with numbers. But I bet if someone, let's think of a scenario. If someone shortchanged you, so you went to the shop and you bought something and it was missing £10, £20 change, right? I bet you notice it, right? You notice it because it's numbers. It's all still numbers. Or if someone didn't pay your invoice on time, are you saying, I don't like numbers, so I'm not even going to look and work out whether they've paid me or not? No, I know you're not going to do that. Or if someone overcharged you, you're going to pay attention to it. And guess what? All of those things I've just mentioned, what are they? They're numbers. So you don't have a fear of numbers, right? Okay? What if I said to you, there's £1 million over there and it's got your name on it? You know what £1 million is, right? Do you understand that number? Would you be afraid of that number? Actually, I'm sure some of you would still say yes, you would be afraid of that number. But that's a whole other topic for another time. When is it your birthday? That's also made up of numbers. So at times, sometimes you just need to reframe that narrative of I'm not good with numbers, because you are good with numbers. You really are, at least with the right ones. And if you want to run a successful, profitable business that pays you well, then you cannot avoid having regular money check-ins. Without this, every month will feel like you're starting over again from scratch. So it's so important to have these check-ins. Now, let me give you 2 simple solutions to fix this. The first one is awareness. So you need to be aware and track what's coming in and where it's going. Have an awareness of it. Just for 1 month, look at your business income. How much actually stays in your life? Because you need to be aware of this. No shortcuts, okay? But in a way that works for you. So find a way of tracking it that works for you. Some of us older ones, I like to consider myself an older one. Well, I am, and I'm proud to say that, okay? But some of us still prefer spreadsheets, right? But there's also apps that can help to do this for you. Or good old pen and paper, if that's your thing. So having that awareness is so important. Step 2 is simple automation. So again, finding what works for you. One way could be to set up 2 or 3 different bank accounts, right? And then have your standing orders set up so you just transfer the money seamlessly. So one for income, you could have another one for taxes, one for everything else. However, remember, it's whatever works for you. But one that works where you have breathing space. And what it does, it gives you clearer decisions. You're able to make your decisions rather more clearly. And many business accounts nowadays, those digital ones, they have pots, they have spaces, so you can just move the money across easily. It doesn't have to be complicated, right? Just work out a system that works for you, and the more you can automate it, is the easier it's going to be for you. But you should be taking a minimum of 1 day out of your month, right? Your business month. Yeah, to focus on your business finances. And when you see that income coming in, this is another thing, another trick I want you to do to stop you from being afraid of money is show it some gratitude. When you see that that customer has paid you, smile, be happy. Even if you know it's going back out again, If you didn't come in the first place, it wouldn't be able to go out. So show that gratitude, be happy about it, smile about it, rewire your brain to start to really appreciate the numbers. I love numbers and I want you to love them too. See, I know what you're good at. You're really good at sales, and I get that, okay? And that's brilliant, but you're also good at numbers. Sales is numbers too, right? And you want to make sure that that income that's coming in, that you're directing it monthly so that most of it ends up with you, right? You start to do this, you will also be able to track where most of it is going and make your decisions as to how you want to redirect it back to yourself. But first, you need to be aware of where it's going. Then put some simple systems in place to help you to manage it. And that's something I can absolutely help you with. Simplifying systems is my thing. Giving you clarity and confidence is my thing. So I've got details of my 90-day coaching package in the description. So have a look and check that out. See if I can help you. I can also help you with reframing those negative things that you tell yourself as well. So have a look at that and let me know if I can help you. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Remember, you can be making money and still feel broke. It's not your fault, but you know what? Now you do know, right? So the issue isn't how hard you work, it's how your money moves or doesn't. Okay, so remember, you want to plan for how your money flows. So I've got the next one coming up. So this is episode 1 in the new series for women in business. And if this resonated with you, please hit like and subscribe and share it with another woman who you know is in business and who's tired of the financial roller coaster. Next in the series, I'm going to tell you how to pay yourself from your business and feel really good about it. So let's start building wealth on purpose, not by accident. See you soon.